All right, we're in the car. We're heading out to start the first day of GoPro sourcing. We'll see how it goes. It's an absolute beautiful day here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I got the time-lapse camera going. I'll check in with you once we get to the store. See you guys. Hey, this is Editing Paul. Just letting you know I'll be popping in from time to time whenever we're doing speed throughs through the store. All right, we made it to Goodwill, and I'm going to strap it to my chest, and we'll see how this goes. All right. So I'm not going to lie, I was kind of nervous putting the camera on my chest and worried about looks and stuff like that, but it all ended up working out okay. As you can see, when I go in, the first section I hit up is electronics. I love the electronic section. It's my favorite, so I always do a beeline right there, and I was one of the first people in the store. Finding a VCR is very rare, but luckily I found that one. Should get 30 for it. And now I'm looking up that big home entertainment system right now. I can't find any comp sold data on it, so I'm just like, there's one listed at 70, one sold for 10, and I'm like, I'm gonna walk on. And I decided I'm gonna pick up these two boom boxes. One's a dual deck cassette player, one's a single cassette player. And as I pick this one up, I know I think it's called Design Sound. I know it's a cheaper brand, and I noticed right away the antennas broke on it, but I still want to look it up just to see what it's worth. So whenever I come in this store, I hit electronics first, and then that wall is also kitchen appliances. So I go past kitchen appliances, I see if there's anything that's priced right for me to pick up that I can part out and sell piece by piece, but I don't find anything. Then I go to media. I skim media now, mainly looking for VHS and cassette tapes. And then that back corner there is sporting goods and pillows, and that's where I like to go to do the sold comps on any of the electronics I put in my cart. I got the VCR and the two boom boxes. I'm just making my way, looking down at the products to see what I can find or pick up. But now I'm going to tuck into an aisle, and I'm just going to start going through and doing my sold comp on the items I've already picked up. And I start off with the VCR, looking that one up. And there wasn't that many listed, and then when I switched it here to sold, there was quite a few sold, good sell-through rate, and they were going for anywhere between $30 and $45. So I knew that was a good purchase. That was going to be a good purchase, and it was tagged at $4. But I do have a 50% off coupon, and I haven't decided on whether or not I'm going to use my 50% off coupon because it only makes sense to use it if it's over $100, so you get another 50% coupon back. It's all about how the math works in your favor. So, but for $4, I knew I was going to buy that. And then later on down the road, whenever I get to the end of shirts is always when I decide on whether or not I'm using a 50% off coupon. The first stereo, the sound design, yep, bad sell-through rate. Second stereo, I look it up, good sell-through rate, good prices. So I decide I'm going to keep the General Electric and put the sound design back. Now I'm walking down the main wall to put that back. Next stop for me is always going to be the sunglasses, which are up in the front corner. Last time I was here, they had 30 pairs lining this rack. Today they only had one pair of sunglasses, and it was a knockoff brand. So let that go, and then I go to shirts. Go to the back of the men's shirts, and I just work my way around the aisles. Making sure that if I see a brand I've never heard of before, I look it up on the spot. Obviously, this shirt didn't have the sell-through rate I wanted, so I went ahead, put it down, and kept rolling. Now, one thing I like to do is I like to look for shirts that still have tags on it. That one had it, but I know that brand isn't, even with new with tags, it's not going to be worth picking up. But as I'm going through, Sonoma's a brand I normally wouldn't pick up, and I come across a Sonoma here that still has its tags on it, and as you can see, I actually struggle with it on whether or not I want to pick it up or not. Ultimately, once I determined it was the color of the day, I said it still has its tags on it. I'm going to go ahead and get it. I'll get it for super cheap. So I threw it in the cart. Now I'm just trying to get through the shirts. This is the most boring part, is just going through. I did recently purchase a Alexander Julian Colors polo that actually had really good sold comp rate, so I wanted to see what the button-ups were. Button-ups weren't as good, so I left that and moved on. This was called Island Styles. It looked like it could have been one of those off Tommy Bahama brands, so I did a quick look up it real quick. Wasn't anything special, so I left it and moved on with my life. North Face, great condition. A little bit of dog hair, but that we can't clean. Very rare you see a North Face not on the boutique section in this store, so it was a good pickup to get for cheap, and it was color of the day. Now, once every time I go out sourcing, I like to take a risk on one product, like not even look it up whenever it's something I haven't heard of. And this is a all-in-motion button-up shirt. And this one, I'm solely going by the feel of the shirt. It feels so great. I think the plaid pattern is awesome. I love the colors. So I don't even look that one up. No clue what it's worth. This is an ugly Christmas sweater. They always do good. And both the lights on this were working. I did a sold comp once I got home. I think that sweater it was going for about $30. So I'm looking forward to getting that one posted. Then we go through the blazers. Generally, blazers, the only way I'll even think about getting them is if they're the color of the day. And that's not even a guarantee that I'd pick it up. Smaller sizes, I'm way more picky. This is a vintage Ralph Lauren, so I decided to pick it up. It's got a full color pony. So, and it's a vintage tag on it, so I'm hoping that's going to be worth some good money. Thought about this Chicago Bear shirt. A lot of Chicago Bear stuff. Ended up picking up that Tommy Hilfiger plaid. I love the color, and Tommy Hilfiger does really good for me. I noticed that I have a lot of customers who first find my store when they're searching for Tommy Hilfiger button-up shirts, and they'll either buy them or purchase something else in my store. And I've even had one person say, you know, it's funny, I just came here for a Tommy Hilfiger shirt, and I ended up buying 2 shirts and a pair of shorts. So it was the Tommy Hilfiger that brought him into my store, so... I know I have a little bit of a bias with Tommy Hilfiger button-ups because of that. Vintage Ralph Lauren. Clean, no defects. That's another thing. Whenever you're pulling shirts out, make sure you're looking at them real good, that they don't have any stains on them or they don't have any defects if you're thinking about purchasing them. A lot of Chicago Bears merchandise, which is weird. Vintage Ralph Lauren with the old logo on the front. All right, now we go to the second rack. Football jerseys are something I really like to pick up. That was a Pittsburgh Steelers Burris jersey. It was just too worn for me to pick it up. Too many cracks in the printing in that, so I let that one go. But football jerseys go for a good price. And there was a Green Bay Packers jersey, Matthews, good condition, but it's not like an officially licensed jersey. It's like a cheap knockoff jersey, so I let that one go. Now, I've never heard of this brand before either, but it had its tags on it, and I really like the all-over tiger print. So I decided to look it up real quick, and it was all over. But once I got down to size specific, I realized, okay, I'll take a chance on this shirt. It's called Vatpov. They seem to be like trying to come up in that Hawaiian shirt market. It seems like they range anywhere from $15 to $30, depending on the type of shirt. I figured this one still had its tags on it. The tiger print was really cool. Might find somebody who was interested in it. Always make sure you're selecting the right condition, too, whenever you're searching anything on eBay as well.
Hey, good wardrobe there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Now, there's a fun story coming up with that lady. I noticed her when I started that aisle I was just on. She came in, she stared at me for a little bit, and then she started walking around me, and I kept noticing that she was watching me. And then when I got to the end there, she told me that I had a really nice wardrobe. And I noticed as I walked around the rest of the store, she kept watching me, and there's a funny story at the end of the video about her. And now I realized I'm going to use my 50% off, so I went ahead and went to the boutique section. And my rule on this is I only look for the color of the day, which I got my sweet score of Under Armour Heat Gear polos, which you guys know I love to sell. And now that I've decided that I'm going to use my 50% off, I'm going to go to jeans as well and shorts. Normally I wouldn't do that if I'm not going to use my 50% off. That was a Perry Ellis new with tags on it. Normally I wouldn't pick up Perry Ellis, but still had its tags. That material was wonderful. So I decided to pull that off the boutique rack because I was going to get 50% off and then another 50% off with my coupon. As I went through pants here, the big things for pants, usually any Levi's will get picked up as long as I do the research and they're good sellers. Right here was a pair of Levi 541s. I went ahead and looked them up to make sure they were going to be worth it, which they were. So I went ahead and grabbed those. I believe next up here I find another pair of Levi's new with tags still on it, so I knew that was an instant get, didn't even look them up. A lot of this off-brand that had their tags on it, and normally I would take a risk, but today I wasn't feeling it on the off-brand, so I went to the Levi's. Next up is a brand new pair of Dickies. I fought with the hanger here. Everybody was laughing at me that was around because it took me a second to get it off. Didn't look those Dickies up either. I just decided to go with my gut and with new with tags. And then I go around to the shorts. And then for shorts, mainly what I'm looking for is golf shorts sell really well for me. So either color of the day or new with tags are usually the go-tos for me to pick up shorts. And I got a couple good pair. Those are really nice stretch golf pants. Another pair of golf pants. I believe those were Titleist. Nope, those were the Titleist. Alright, then my next up is Glasswares, which I'm not good at. I want to get better at Glassware. That one had some rust on the metal parts, and I was like, nope, this was a mix. I did pick this up. It's a mixer, and on the side of it, it's got all the different drinks to mix, and it has the lines where you pour all the different ingredients for all the drinks. I thought it was really neat. Then I go to the housewares. Didn't see anything. Then I went to toys. I saw this from a mile away. It's the Ghostbusters Ecto-1 from the movie. My brother's a huge Ghostbusters fan. This had a broken fin on the back. I knew I didn't plan on selling it. I wanted to pick it up for my brother because growing up in our household, Ghostbusters was very big for both me and him, and I knew this would be something he'd appreciate. So snagged that. Then what I do is I go back to the first wall I always walk in on the day and do one more search to see if they brought anything new out, and see if I missed anything as I'm going down the wall for appliances, electronics, and things like that. This is also where I get my J-Ride School of eBay Learning. of going through curling irons, blow dryers, and stuff like that. You always want to make sure you look every single one of these up as you're going through them, because they can either be worth a lot or worth nothing at all. Didn't see anything I wanted to pick up in that section. Lenses, I want to learn more about lenses, camera lenses, because I find those quite often, but... And then I decide, yep, that's enough for me today, but as I'm going out, Lone Star Mulligan's voice in my head played and said, make sure you look at the golf clubs. So Lone Star Mulligan's, if you're watching this, I did try. I went through. I didn't see any of the name brands. It seemed like they were all off brands. Not enough for me while I'm standing in front of the registers to actually pull out my phone and try to research everything. If anybody sees anything during the video that I missed that they think is worth a lot of money, make sure you let me know. See if I'm talented enough to get this all in one shot. I think we got her. And the guy at the counter was super nice. I had a lot of stuff, and he was patient with me, and I had the camera on. He didn't say anything about the camera, and then after a little bit, I said to him, hey, sorry about the camera. And he goes, oh, no, and he points to a sign behind him there on the wall with the blue sign. It says, notice, you know, you're on camera. He's like, we have cameras on you everywhere you are. You should be able to have a camera on us. And he was super polite. We had great conversation. And on this Perry Ellis, his machine wasn't working. If you watch, he struggles with it. And he got so mad with fighting the machine because it wouldn't scan the Perry Ellis shirt that he gave it to me for free, which I think was the most expensive shirt, tag price-wise, of the day. So I got that one as a freebie because he couldn't get it going. Nice guy. People behind me. There's that all-over tiger print. I really like that. And you're going to notice that lady in the white shirt who came up and said nice wardrobe to me, she's going to be standing at the door right beside it when I walk out. And later on when I do the haul portion of the video, I'll tell you the story. But it's kind of funny because the camera gets turned off, and as soon as the camera gets turned off, she chased me down in the parking lot. And the only part of this I'm cutting out is obviously going to be me putting my PIN number in, so I don't want you guys to have my PIN number. I love y'all, but not that much. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Have a great day. Thank you so much.
And there she is, the lady in white again, who told me I had a nice wardrobe. I gave her the standard Midwestern head nod with a smile. Alright, one thing I did not plan on throughout this whole trip is that the first store I go to is usually like I'm in there for an hour. So the battery on the GoPro is almost dead. So I'm going to continue on shopping. I'll check in with you guys if I get anything that's cool. Alright? Otherwise, I'm going to leave you guys on the charger. I hope you're enjoying this so far. I don't know how it's going. But yeah, talk to you guys later. After the second store, we just got done with Salvation Army. I picked up 14 items in there, 2 pairs of sunglasses, a sunglass case, and a bunch of shirts, 11 shirts to be exact. Just to let you know, my cost of goods at the day so far with discounts, rebates, and everything else is currently sitting at $3.33 per item. So, having a good day today. Got one more store I want to hit up. It's the St. Vincent de Paul's. Battery's still really low on the GoPro, so can't take you guys with me. But I'll go over everything I got once I'm done. Alright, just finished up at the third thrift store, the St. Vincent de Paul's here. And got a couple more shirts. Everything in the store was 25% off, plus I had a $10 gift certificate for the rewards program. I got a bunch of shirts. I got a mint condition Oak Ridge Boy 88 tour hat, Cadillac hat, and an old Garmin GPS in the box still, and a couple other things. I'm going to go ahead and run home. I'll put the time lapse on, and then once we get home, I'll get everything out and we'll show you the haul, all right? See you guys in a bit. How's it going, everybody? This is the haul for today. We went to Goodwill, Salvation Army, and St. Vincent de Paul's. The majority of the stuff I got at Goodwill, majority of it was shirts. Lots of Under Armour heat gear. That's my bread and butter. You guys know that that's my favorite shirt. I spent a total of $177.30 for a total of 57 items, which means the cost of goods for everything you see is $3.30-ish, give or take, for the total cost of each goods. I mean, some of the highlights, we got a double cassette boombox. Haven't plugged it in to test it yet, but it's in great condition. I have no worries about that working. Got a Sanyo VCR, a Garmin GPS. I saw this. It's a mixing glass, and it has different drinks and the recipes and the fill lines for each one. I thought that was kind of cool. Figured I'd pick it up, see what we can get for it. We got the 2 pair of sunglasses from Salvation Army, Tommy Hilfiger sunglass case, hard case. 2 hats from St. Vincent de Paul's. This is a GM Cadillac hat with tags. Figure we'll see what that goes for. And then I also got an old school, it's the Oak Ridge Boys Tour of 1988 foam front hat. Got that for $1. I figured why not. 2 baseball gloves. You guys know I like baseball gloves. These are older ones, but each one of those should fetch at least $15 a piece. Couple pair of pants, nothing special. Levi's, Dickies with tags. For shorts, I have a rule that it's either got to be the color special for me to pick it up, and a name brand at that to be the color special, or it's got to have its tags on it. It's got to be new with tags for me to pick it up. I got this sweet UPS seasonal help. I figured with the Christmas season coming up, they're going to be hiring a lot of seasonal help, and this might actually sell. A light jacket from Eddie Bauer. I think 6 or 7 Under Armour heat gears, and then I bought one shirt that I've never heard of before, and every trip I like to buy one thing that I don't know what it is without looking it up just to take a risk on it. And this is All in Motion. The feeling of it, you hear every YouTuber, eBay YouTuber say, sometimes you have to go with all your senses, feel being one of them. This thing feels amazing, and it's in great condition. I want to check it out. I got a lot of vintage Ralph Polo in here, like old labels. I'm really excited to get into the research and check those up. I know I'm going to make my money back. I got an ugly Christmas sweater, a lot of different shirts from a lot of different brands. I'm going to be looking them up. Too many to go through right now, but that's the haul for the day. I figure with an average cost of goods of about $3.30, I'm going to be looking at minimum, everything I have on this table will go individually for at least $12 or more. So we're going to do okay. We should make a lot of money back on this. The VCR alone, I know I'll get $30 for that as long as I get it cleaned up and it works. Even if it doesn't work, I can still get $20 for it for parts. Yeah, this was a really good trip. Sorry I couldn't take you into Salvation Army and the St. Vinny's. Unfortunately, learning the testings of the GoPro, I was in Goodwill. It's always the one I'm in the longest. I was in there for an hour, had the camera on the whole time, and that completely ate up the battery. I know for next time, I got 2 battery packs, USB battery packs that I'll have so we can be charging the camera while we're filming, and I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. So yeah, this is my first Come Thrift With Me show. Let me know what you think in the comments. This has been a blast. I really had a good day today. I did not expect to get a lot of stuff today for some reason. Like, I just had it mentally defeated in my head that, like, I'm not going to find anything. And then when I went into Goodwill, I saw the boombox right away. There was another boombox, I'm sure you guys saw it in the video, that I picked up as well. Once I looked it up, realized the sell-through rate sucked, I put it back. I really kicked myself for not picking up an actual home stereo system that was there. They had it for $39. There wasn't a lot of comp data on it. I'm pretty sure I could have got a lot of money for it, but at $40, I didn't want to risk it. I did have a 50% off coupon to Goodwill. I always have a 50% off coupon. And yeah, we saved a lot of money today. I think we got a lot of good inventory. And now I'm going to get to processing it, and I'm going to work on this video. I'm not going to try to rush to get this out like I do my normal videos. So this is probably going to be up on tomorrow, which is Thursday the 25th, which is my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom, if you're watching this. All right. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining me. It's been a blast. I hope you enjoyed my first Thrift With Me video.
In the video, I don't know if it's going to be in there or not, but there was an older woman who came up to me and said, "You have a really nice wardrobe," when she saw me buying clothes. After I got out the store and I took the camera off, she ran up to me and she introduced me to her granddaughter, who was very cute, might I add. And we just had a nice little conversation in the parking lot. And I will say, with the camera strapped to my chest, I did get a few looks from a couple people, but all in all, everybody acted normal. The staff at Goodwill, like, they treated me like everybody walks in with a camera on their chest. So I thought it was a really good event, good experience. I'm glad we got the first one out of the way. Now there's no more nerves about it, and we'll continue on. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys are having a great week. It's awesome to see you guys midweek and get to be able to talk to you guys midweek. And now you guys are going to get to see a little bit more what I do. And I'll try showing you some more behind the curtains of the exciting and thrilling eBay reselling life. A lot of it's a lonely road. Like, I'll be spending the next couple hours. I still haven't even started on processing the inventory from Green Bay because I've been so far ahead. So now I've got all the stuff I got from Green Bay, plus I got now these shirts I got to start processing. This stuff is fun to process. Like, everything on this side of the table, I enjoy doing. It's that part of the table that's long and grueling, but that's obviously the stuff that's easy to source. It's the stuff that everybody's looking for. So, all right. Have a great week, guys, and I will see you guys on Sunday for sure, going over the weekly sales, which, by the way, today is Wednesday, and we are already way over 10 sales for the week and had a few big ticket items sell. I got a new plan where I'm getting very aggressive about selling and pricing and like bringing things down to try to move stuff. So we'll talk about all that on Sunday. Thank you guys for watching. See you then.